Marcha Solenis and start my fall, and by condemning me to muerte, end it all.
Merchant of Spain, plead no more. I am not going to change our laws. The reason our two towns hate each other sprang from the outrageous deeds of your duke. He's killed our merchants for no good reason, and from this deadly conflict, we've agreed to admit no trade to our warring towns. Also, if any born in Ephesus is seen in any Spaniard market, or if any of Ephesus come to the shipyards of Spain, his goods then belong to the duke, and unless 1,000 marks be raised to ransom him and pay the fine, he dies. Your word, even if we were generous, cannot amount to 100 marks. Therefore, by law, you are condemned to die.
I can take comfort in this, for when your words are done, my woes likewise will sudden end.
Well, Spaniard, say in brief why you left your native home and came here.
You could not have asked a heavier task of me than to speak my unspeakable griefs, but I'll tell you what my sorrow permits to show I do not desire to break the law. In Spain, I married a woman who might have been happy if not for me. We grew rich from my trading until the death of my partner. I had to leave her to tend to my affairs, but we were lonely. Finally, although she was very pregnant, she followed me. She soon was the joyful madre of twin goodly sons, so much alike that the only difference was their names. That very hour, and in that very same place, a poor woman was delivered of the same. A pair of male twins, both alike. And because the parents were so very poor, I bought them as servants for my boys. My wife, more than a little proud of them, asked every day to go home. Unwilling, I agreed. But alas, too soon we boarded. We sailed a league away before the sea light of the heavens so that we were sure of our imminent muertes. Weeping, my wife implored me to save us. The crew had already fled in the lifeboats. We had to tie ourselves to the ship's masts. My wife lashed 2 boys to one mast, and I tied the other 2 to another. When the storm cleared, we saw 2 ships from far off, each from a different shore, come toward us. But make me say no more. Imagine the rest of my tale before.
Nay, do not break off, old man, so for we may pity you, though not pardon you.
Oh, that the gods had also pitied us, for before the ships could even come close, our ship crashed against a mighty rock and split in the middle, so that my wife and I floated apart. I saw my wife and her half of the mast all rescued by fishermen of Corinth. By and by, another ship rescued us. This ship tried to follow her rescuers, but alas, it was very slow sailed. That is the whole tale of my sorrows, and how I have been severed from my love.
And for the sake of all those you have lost, do tell this company the full story and what has happened to them and you since then.
My youngest boy, the one I have cared for, at 18 years old, became curious about his brother and mother, asked me that he and his servant, who had also lost kin, though they kept the names all the same, that they might go on a quest to find their lost brothers. I wanted to see my lost son, so I let them go. For 5 years I've been traveling, and I stopped in Ephesus in hopes of finding mi familia. I would be happy to die if I knew any brother or their mother still lived.
Poor Egon, whom the fates have marked to bear the most terrible of misfortunes. Trust me, if it were not against their laws, even my soul would argue for your case. Alas, I cannot change your death sentence. However, I'll help you in what I can. Therefore, merchant, I'll give you this day to seek the ransom for your life from your friends. If you can do this, then you live. If not, you are doomed. Jailer, take him into your custody.
I will, my lord! Hopeless and helpless, I will take my leave, but to procrastinate my lifeless end.
Therefore, pretend you are from Epidana, or else your things will be confiscated. Just today, a merchant from Spain was arrested for coming here, and since we cannot afford to pay the ransom, he will fill that debt. Here's the money I have.
Go, take this to the Centaur where we're staying, and stay there, Dromio, until I come. It will be lunchtime within the hour. Until then, I will wander around town and take in the sights. Then I'll return to the inn and sleep, for I am weary. Get thee away.
Many a man would take you literally and go so far. Indeed, with all this cash.
A trusty villain that so often when I am sad lightens my dark mood with his merry jest. Will you walk this town and eat lunch with me?
I'm sorry, I'm invited to dine with some rich merchants when I want to work, but at 5 o'clock I'll meet here and keep you company until bedtime.
Farewell till then. I will lose myself and wander up and down to view the city.
I leave you to your own contentment.
Contentment? That's the one thing I cannot find. I'm like a drop of water that in the whole wide ocean seeks yet another drop. So I, to find a mother and a brother, have unhappily lost myself. Romeo, what now? Why are you back so soon, eh?
Back too soon? It's more like back too late. The chicken is burnt, the pig is overdone, the clock has struck 12 upon its bell, my mistress has struck 1 upon my cheek. She is so mad because the food is cold. The food is cold because you are not home. You are not home because you are not hungry. For I am punished with your sins today. And why are you talking so funny?
Wait. Enough of this. Tell me, please. Where have you left the money I gave you?
Oh, the 6pence you gave me Wednesday last to pay for my mistress's riding crop. The saddler has it. I kept it not.
I am not in a laughing mood now. Tell me, where have you left the money? We're strangers here. How dare you lose track of such a great amount of my own money?
I beg you, sir, please make jokes at dinner. If I return alone, I'll be beaten, for she will punish your faults on my head.
Come, Dromio, these jests are poorly timed. Where is the gold I gave you to care for?
To me, sir? Why, you gave no gold to me.
Come on, sir knave, be done with your foolishness and tell me what you've done with the money.
Ugh. I have some of your marks upon my head, some of my mistress's upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both. If I should give you those marks by beating, I don't think you bear them patiently.
What? Do you make fun of me to my face? Though I said not to? There. Take that, sir knave.
I beg you, sir. What mean you? Fine. You take these beatings. I will take my heels.
Upon my life, by some lie or other, the villain has stolen all my money. They say this town is full of deception, as nimble jugglers do deceive the eye, dark-working sorcerers that change the mind, disguised cheaters, loud-mouthed drifters, and many of the same type of liberties of sin. If this is so, I'll leave sooner. I'll go to the centaur to seek this knave. I barely fear my money's not safe.
Neither the husband nor the servant returned that I sent him running to find him. Surely, Luciana, it's 2 o'clock.
Perhaps he's left the market and has gone to dinner. Good sister, let us eat and never fret. A man is master of his liberty, and time is his master. When he sees time, he'll come or go. If this is so, be patient.
But why should men's liberty be more than ours?
Because their business lies outdoors.
When I make him wait, he hates it so.
Why, too much freedom is lashed with woe.
If you were married, you would have some say.
Before I learn to love, I'll learn to obey.
And what if your husband looks at girls elsewhere?
Till he looks home again at something I'd bear.
Too much patience. No wonder you're not wed. It could be me, who have no cause. You, who have no unkind man to vex you, urge me to helpless patience to soothe me. But if you marry and give your rights away, your foolish patience will also flee the day.
Well, I will marry one day. You will see. Here comes your servant. Your husband is here.
So, is your missing master in our hands?
No, he put 2 hands on me. My 2 ears could tell you.
But did you speak with him? What are his plans?
Yes, he told me his plans. He put 2 hands on me. I could barely stand it.
Was he so vague you could not feel his meaning?
No, he struck so plainly. It was so bad. I could barely stand it.
But tell me, is he coming home?
Why, mistress, I'm sure he is horn mad.
Horn mad, you villain!
I meant no offense, but he is stark mad. When I asked him to come home for lunch, he asked for 1,000 marks in gold. 'Tis dinner time, says I. My gold, says he. Where is the 1,000 marks, says I. Well, My gold, says he. The meat is burnt, says I. My gold, says he. Where is the 1,000 marks in gold, villain? The pig is burnt, says I. My gold, says he. My mistress, says I. Hang up on your mistress. I know not her mistress.
Who said that?
Says he! I know, says he. No home, no wife, no mistress. Then my message, which was brought on my tongue, I carry home on my shoulders. For, in conclusion, I was beaten there.
Go back again, right now, and fetch him home.
Go back again and get beaten home again? For God's sake, send some other messenger.
Back, neighbor, I'll break your head across.
And he will bless that cross with another beating. Between you two, I'll have a holy head.
Go, you blabbers, and then fetch your master home.
You two are treating me like a football, kicking me back and forth again like this. If I last this game, ball me up in leather.
Fine, how impatience has spoiled your face.
He spends all his time with his girlfriends while I at home starve for his kind looks. Has age taken the alluring beauty off my poor cheek? And he's wasted it. Am I boring? Have I lost my wittiness? I was a sharp tool until he dulled me.
Self-harming jealousy. Fine, leave it behind you.
I know his eye wanders elsewhere, or else why didn't he hear? Sister, you know he's promised me a chain. For one word of love that chain I disdain. But since my beauty cannot please an eye, I'll weep what's left away, and weeping die.
This is how fools go mad from jealousy.
The gold I gave to Dromio is put up safe at the inn, and the innkeeper said he has wandered forth and is looking for me. Look, here he comes. How now, senor? Is your silly mood better? Since you love beatings, hit me with a joke. You've received no gold? I have a mistress? Were you mad when you said these crazy things?
What crazy things, senor? When did you say such things?
Even now, even here, not a half hour since.
I haven't seen you since you sent me to the centaur with the gold you gave me.
Villain, you did deny having received the gold and told me of a wife and dinner.
I'm glad to see you in this merry mood, but I don't understand. What's the joke?
Do you mock me to my face? Think you that I joke? There. Take that, Sir Knave. And that.
Stop! Hold, sir! For God's sake! Why am I beaten?
Do you not know? Just because I sometimes use you as my fool and chat with you, you make fun of my friendship and make a joke of my serious mood. If you will joke with me, know my moods, or I shall beat this lesson in that head of yours.
Pray, sir, why am I beaten?
Do you not know?
I know nothing. I'm beaten.
I'll tell you why and wherefore.
Was there ever a man beaten for no reason? Why, when, and wherefore? Well, senor, I thank you.
Thank me? For what?
For this beating you gave me for nothing.
Well, next time, I'll give you nothing for something, and then we'll be even. Well, learn to jest in good time. There's time for all things.
Nay, I didn't believe that before all these beatings.
Why not?
Marry, senor, as a rule as plan, as a plain bald head of Father Time.
Go on.
There's no time for a man to recover his hair after he's lost it.
Can he recover it by legal means?
See, he can pay a fine and so recover his hair with another man's head.
Why is time so cheap about giving hair when everybody grows it?
Because it is a blessing bestowed upon beasts, and what men lack in hair, they have in wits.
Why, there's many a man who has more hair than wits.
Yes, but
Why, you mean honest, hairy men are honest and slow-witted?
slower they are, the sooner they go bald. But they have fun.
For what reason?
For 2 reasons, and good ones.
Name them.
One, he saves money at the barber shop. The other, at dinner. His hair does not fall on his food.
But you're gonna prove that there's not time for all things.
That I did. No man is so smart to keep himself from going bald.
But your reasons don't add up.
Thus, I fix it. Father Time is bald, so for all time, there will be bald men.
I knew you were gonna come to a bald conclusion. But stop, who's waving yonder?
I, Antipholus, look confused and frown. Some other mistress has all your sweet looks. There was a time once when you would say that no word is not music in your ear, and no object was pleasing to your eye, and no hand was welcome to your touch, and no candy was sweet to your taste unless I spoke, or looked, or touched, or gave them to you. How is it, husband? Oh, how is it that you become a stranger to yourself? Because you are a stranger to me, and I am your dear self's better half. I do not tear yourself from me, for it would be easy to let a drop of water into the breaking sea and then pick it back out again than to separate the two of us. How dearly you would hate me if you even heard of a rumor of cheating, or that my body was full of lust. Would you not spit at me, spurn me, and from my false hand cut off my wedding ring? I know you could, so do it, because if we, married, are made one, then I'm corrupted by your cheating. So come back and be faithful to me now, else I live stained and you dishonored.
Are you talking to me? I know you not. I arrived here but 2 hours ago. Even the way you talk is strange to us.
Shame, brother-in-law. How much you've changed. Why are you treating my sister this way? She sent Romeo to fetch you to eat.
By Dromio?
By me?
By you! And your back was his message, that he did beat you, and while beating you, denied he lived here, and that I was his wife.
Did you, Senor, converse with this woman?
I never saw her till this time.
Villain, for even her very words did you say to me in the marketplace.
I never saw her. I never saw her.
How then does she know our names? Unless it is by magic.
It looks very bad when you lie to me with your servants, making them upset me. If I did something to make you leave me, then don't make it worse by treating me so badly. You're an elm, my husband, and I'm a vine, whose weakness, married to your strong state, gives me the strength to communicate. The ladies who take it from me are trash. Stay with me and our love will last.
To me, she speaks. She uses me as her theme. What? Was I married to her in a dream? Or sleep I now and only think I hear all this? What error drives our eyes and ears amiss? Until I know with certainty, I'll humor her strange lunacy.
Romeo, go bid the servants make the dinner.
Master, shall I watch the door? Oh, for a cross! I am not a sinner! Oh, this is a fairyland! Oh, spite of spite! These are goblins, owls, and spirits! If we obey them not, this will be true. They will steal our breath or pinch us black and blue. Senor, I've been transformed!
This fellow is crazy, and so am I.
No, I've been transformed, body and mind.
You have your own body.
No, I'm an ape. Eat, eat. Oh,
If anything, you're an ass.
Tis true. She must be rough. She rides me mad hard, and I long for grass. Tis so, I am a girl. Else she would know me, 'cause I would know her.
Come, no longer will I be a fool and weep while man and master laugh at me. Come, sir, to dinner. Dromio, guard the gate. Husband, I'll dine alone with you today, and you'll tell me of 1,000 pranks. Sirrah, if any asks of you your master, say he dines in, and let no creature enter. Come, sister. Dromio, play the porter well.
Am I earth, in heaven, or in hell? Am I sleepwalking, crazy, or very, very sane. If they know me, then I do not know myself. I'll do as they say and pretend it is so and follow it where this adventure goes.
Master, shall I watch the door?
Aye, lest I hit your pace.
Come in, Syphilis. We dine too late.
Good Senor Angelo, you must excuse us all. My wife gets angry when I am too late. Say I lingered with you at your shop to see the making of her necklace, and that tomorrow you will bring it here. But here's a villain that just told me that he met me at the mart, and that I beat him, and claimed he owed 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife and house. You drunkard, you! What do you mean by all of that?
Say what you will, sir, but I know what I know. That you beat me at the mart. I have your handprint to show. If my skin were paper and your blows were ink, your own handwriting would tell you what I think.
I think you're an ass.
Mary, it does so appear. By the wrongs I suffer and the blows I bear, I should kick when I am kicked. If that did pass, you would keep away from my heels and beware my ass.
Senor Balthazar, you seem mad. I hope a good meal and our merry spirits will give you cheer.
A small cheer and a great welcome makes a merry feast.
Aye, to a penny-pinching host and a cheap guest. And though my table is small, take it in good part. Better food may you have, but not with better heart. But wait! My door is locked. Go! Bid them let us in.
Maud, Bridget, Marion, Cecily, Jillian, Gina.
Mole, Malthorse, Coxcomb, Idiot, Patch. Either get away from the door or sit on the mat. Gina magic up lots of women. Is that why you recite so many names? To me, one woman is too many. Get away from the door.
What clown is now our guard? Let me in.
Right, when you give me a good reason to.
A reason? For my lunch. I have not dined today.
And you won't dine here today either. Come again another day.
Who are you who keeps me out of the house I own?
I'm the doorman for now, senor. And my name is Dromio.
Oh, villain! You stole both my job and my name! If you were Dromio today instead of me, you would have traded that name for that of an ass!
What noise is this, Dromio? Who is at the door?
Loose! Let my master in!
Faith, no, he's too late. Tell your master that.
Oh, Lord, I must lag. Let me in and I'll make myself at home.
I'd like to see you try.
Master, come help. Well struck. That was blow for blow. Thou faggot! Let me in!
Why?
If your name is Luce, then Luce, you have answered him well.
You'll be sorry for this minion if I break down the door!
Why aren't we calling the police? There's a jail in town.
Who's at the door making all of this noise?
I swear this town is plagued with unruly boys.
Are you there, wife? Why did you not come sooner?
Here is not a cheer, sir. You're welcome. I don't believe we'll eat here either. We debated if food or company is better. Now we shall part with neither.
There's something strange in the air, so we cannot get in.
Your cake is warm. You stand here in the cold and make a man mad as bull to be bought and sold.
Go fetch me something. I'll break the gate.
Break anything here and I'll break your pate.
A man may break a word with you, sir, and words are but wind. Hey, and break wind in his face, so we break it from his behind.
You're the one who needs breaking. Off with you, hound.
Well, I'll break in. Go. Borrow me a crow.
A crow without a feather? Master, mean you so. For a fish without a fin, there's a bird without a feather.
Get you gone. Fetch me a crowbar!
Patience, sir. Oh, let it not be so. Here you are at war with your own reputation, and draw suspicion upon the unsullied honor of your wife. You know her to have somber virtue, wise ears, and modesty. Be ruled by me. Depart in patience, and let us to the tiger all eat lunch. And this evening, come back by yourself to know the reason for this strange behavior. If in violence you break down the door here in the busy middle of the day, you shall be the subject of much gossip. A slander lives on and on, forever house door finds a home.
You are right. I will depart quietly. And though I am right, peeved, I'll be married. I know a woman of excellent discourse, pretty and witty, wild and yet gentle too. There we will die. My wife, though I deny it, has often accused me of misbehaving with her. To her house we'll go have lunch. Get you home and fetch the chain. Bring it, I pray you, to this lady's house. Be it nothing but to spite my wife, the chain I will give to that lady there. Since my own doors refuse to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere to see if they'll disdain me.
And is it really that you have forgotten a husband's office? Does Antiphus even your young love begin to rot? If you did wed my sister of her wealth, then for her wealth's sake, use her with more kindness. Or, if you like someone else, do it by stealth. Allow her to believe in love's blindness. 'Tis double wrong straight from your bed. And show her at your licks at lunch. Ill deeds are doubled by an evil word. Alas, poor woman, make us believe. Though others have the arm, show us the sleeve. Then, gentle brother-in-law, go in again, comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife. 'Tis holy sport to lie, tiny youth, when the sweet breath of flattery conquers strife.
Sweet mistress, what your name is, I know not, nor by what trick how you know my name. Lay open to me my poor understanding, smothered in errors, feeble, shallow, meek. Teach me the meaning of your words' deceit. Are you a god? Would you create me anew? Transform me then, and to your power I'll yield. But if I am he, then this I know, your weeping sister is no wife of mine. Oh, train me not, sweet mermaid, with thy note, to drown me in your sister's flood of tears. Sing, siren, for yourself, and I will dote. I'll take your golden hair and spread it over the silver waves, and as a bed, take it and there lie.
But what? Are you mad that you talk so?
Not mad, but in love. How? I do not know.
It's tricks played by your eyes.
From gazing at your beauty, fair son, gaze I.
Gaze where you should, and that will clear sight.
As good to blink, sweet amour, as to look at the night.
Why do you call me Amor? Call my sister so.
No, it is yourself. You're my own self's better part. My eyes, clearer eye. My heart's dearer heart. My soul past heaven, and my heaven's claim.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
You I will love, and with thee lead my life. You have no husband yet, and I no wife. Give me your hand.
Oh, wait, sir, hold you still. I'll fetch my sister and ask her will.
How now, Dromio? Where are you running so fast?
Am I Dromio? Am I your man? Am I myself?
You are Dromio. You are my man, and you are yourself.
I am an ass. I'm a woman's man, and I'm beside myself.
What woman's man, and how beside yourself?
Beside myself, I'm owned by a woman. One that claims me. And one that haunts me.
Why does she claim to own you?
Mary Senor, the same way you claim to own your horse. She would have me as a beast. Not that I'm a beast, but that she, who is a beast, claims that I'm hers.
What is she like?
A very significant body, eh?
What do you mean?
Mary, senor, she works in a kitchen, and she is so greasy that the only thing that I can think to do with her is turn her into a lamp and run away into the dark. I bet her dress is so oily, she would burn through a long Polish winter. Even if she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a whole week after.
What's her name?
No, senor. Her dress is so stained that it's like a great map. I can find countries on it.
Where's Ireland?
Near the bottom. It's near the bogs.
Where's Scotland?
I found her on the rough, ugly calluses of her hands.
Where's France?
On her head. Making war with her hair.
Where's England?
I didn't see it, but I smelt it on her bad breath.
Where's America?
On her nose, covered like red spots like rubies. It drips its wealth straight into the mouth of Spain that catches everything.
Where's Belgium in the Low Countries?
Oh, senor, I did not dare look down there. To conclude, this witch said I was hers. Call me Dromio, and swore I promised to marry her. She even knew things like the mole on my neck and the wart on my shoulder. I was terrified. I'm afraid if I had stayed longer, she would have turned me into a dog and made me her slave.
Go! Get you to the port. If the wind blows in any direction away from here, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If any ship puts out, go to the mart, where I will walk until you return to me. If everyone knows us, and we know none, 'tis time, I think, to pack and be gone.
As from a bear would run for its life, so fly I, from whom would be my wife.
There is none but witches do live here. Therefore 'tis high time I were hence. She that doth call me husband, even my soul hates to call her wife. But her fair sister, possessed with such gentle, sovereign grace, of such enchanting presence and discourse, has almost made me betray myself. But unless myself be guilty to self-wrong, I'll stop my ears against her mermaid song.
Master Antipholus.
Aye, that's my name.
I know it well, sir. Look, here's the chain. I was bringing it to the porcupine, but it took me too long to finish it.
What is your will I should do with this?
Please yourself, sir. I've made it for you.
Made it for me? I asked for it not.
Not once, nor twice, but 20 times you did. Go home with it and please your wife with it. Soon at supper time, I'll visit you and receive my money for the chain.
Oh, I pray you, sir, receive the money now, for fear you never see the chain or money again.
You're a funny man. Fare you well.
What I should think of this I cannot tell. But this I do think. There's no man so vain as to refuse so pretty a golden chain. I'll go to the mart and there for Dromio stay. If any ship puts out, we leave straight away.
No, since Easter you've owed me money, and I have not bothered you much about it. And I wouldn't even bother you now, but I'm bound to Persia and want money. Therefore, pay me the money right now, or I'll make this officer arrest you.
Even the exact amount that I owe you is owed by me by Antipholus, because just before I met you, I gave him a chain. At 5 o'clock, I shall receive my money for the same. Please, walk with me down to his house. I will pay my bond, and thank you too.
You share the trouble. See where he comes.
While I go to the goldsmith's house, you go and buy a rope's end. That will I use to whip my wife and her co-conspirators for locking me out of my doors this day. But wait, I see the goldsmith. Get you gone. Buy me a rope and bring it home to me.
I buy 1,000 poundings a year. I buy a rope!
Good luck to any man that trusts in you. I was promised your presents and a chain, but neither chain nor goldsmith came to me.
Perhaps you thought my love would last too long if we were chained together and so didn't come.
You are a funny man. But here's a note that says how many carats the chain weighs, the fineness of the gold, and the workmanship, which does amount to 3 odd ducats, more than I stand indebted to Melchior here. Please, see him presently paid on, for which he is bound to see and waits before the money.
I am not furnished with the money at present. Besides, I have some business in the town. Good senor, take the stranger to my house, and with you take the chain, and bid my wife to pay the sum when you give it to her. Perchance I will be there as soon as you.
Then you will bring the chain to her yourself?
No, take it with you in case I don't come in time.
Well, sir, I will. Have you the chain with you?
If I don't, sir, I hope you do, or else you may return without your money.
Nay, come, I pray you, sir. Give me the chain. Both wind and tide stays for this gentleman, and I to blame have held him here for too long.
Good Lord! You use this as an excuse for not showing up at the porcupine. I should have yelled at you then for not bringing it, but, like a shrew, you started to fight first.
The day gets later. I pray you, sir. Hurry! You hear how anxious he is? The chain!
Why, give it to my wife and fetch your money.
Come. You know I give it to you even now. Either send the chain or send a note so she'll pay me.
Fine, now this joke isn't funny anymore. Come, where's the chain, I pray you? Let me see it.
My business cannot await this delay. Good sir, say whether you'll pay me or not. Not, I'll make this officer arrest you.
I pay you? What should I pay you?
The money that you owe me for the chain.
I owe you none until I receive the chain.
You know I gave it to you half an hour since.
You gave me none. You wrong me much to say so.
You wrong me even more, sir, in denying it. Consider how badly this stains my reputation.
Well, officer, arrest him at my suit.
I do, and charge the dukedom to obey me.
Either consent to pay the sum for me, or I'll have this officer arrest you.
Do obey you till I give you bail. But sirrah, you shall pay for this dearly, and it will cost all the gold in your shop.
I do arrest you, sir. You hear the suit.
Sir. Oh, here is your fee, officer. Arrest him.
Master, there's a boat from Abaddon that waits only until its captain comes aboard. And then she set sail. Our baggage, senor, I have put aboard.
How now? A madman! Why, you peevish sheep! What ship of Abaddon waits for me?
A ship you sent me to find to escape.
You drunken slave! I sent you for a rope and told you what to do with it.
You sent me to get whipped by a rope? All right. You sent me to the bay for a boat.
I will debate this matter later, and teach your ears to listen to me better. To Adriana, villain, go you straight. Give her this key and tell her in the desk there's a purse of ducats. Let her send it. Tell her I'm arrested in the street, and only money will bail me out. Be gone, slave! On, officer, to prison until it comes.
To Adriana is where we dined, where Nell did claim me for her husband. She is too oily for me to handle. There I must go, for must my master's mind fulfill.
So, maybe from his face or eye you could tell he was serious, yes or no? Looked he red or pale, or sad or merrily? What observation did you make in this case of his heart's meaning from his face?
First, he denied you had him no right.
He meant he's done me wrong, the more my spite.
Then he swore he was a stranger here.
True, he's acting strange, yet he lives here.
Then I pleaded for you.
And what said he?
That loved I begged for you, he begged of me.
With what persuasion did he tempt your love?
With words that spoken honestly might have moved me. First he praised my beauty, then my speech.
Did you praise him too?
Oh please, have some patience.
I cannot, nor will not hold me still. My tongue, though not my heart, shall have her will. He is deformed, crooked, old, and wrinkled, ill-faced, worse-bodied, shapeless everywhere, vicious, ungentle, foolish, blunt, unkind, twists his body worse than mine.
Why would you be jealous of such one? Something so evil should not be missed when it's gone.
Oh, but I think of him better than I say, and yet I wish he, in others' eyes, looked worse. My heart prays for him, though my tongue does curse.
desk. Sweet. Purse. Sweet. Not my case.
How have you lost your breath?
By running fast!
Where's your master, Romeo? Is he well?
No, he's arrested.
What? Is he arrested? Tell me who's doing.
I know not who is doing. It's just that he's arrested.
Go fetch it, sister. This I wonder at, that he, unknown to me, should be dead. But tell me, was he arrested on a bond?
No, not a bond. A button, a stinger thing. A chain. Do you not hear it ring?
What? The chain?
No. The bell. It has struck 2 upon its bell. It was 2 and now the clock strikes 1.
The hours roll back. That I never did hear.
Oh yes. Time is in debt. And
Go, Romeo. Here's the money. Here's the money. Bear it straight and bring your master home immediately. Come, sister. I'm pressed down with worry. Worry my comfort and my injury.
Not a man I meet that does not greet me as if I were their well-acquainted friend. And everybody does call me by my name. Some give me money. Some invite me. Others give me thanks for kindnesses. Some offer things to buy. Even now, a tailor called me to his store and showed me measurements. Showed me the silks he had bought me and took measurements of my body for a suit. Surely these are but figments of my imagination, or else this whole place is filled with sorcerers.
here's the gold for your bail, senor.
What gold is this?
It's for your bail.
I understand you not.
Why? The sand-colored man, senor? The one when tired arrests people?
You mean an officer?
Hey, senor! The sergeant of the band, the one when men are tired, arrests them.
Well, sir, now stop your foolery. Are there any ships that sail tonight? Can we get out of here?
Why, senor? I brought you word an hour ago that a ship left tonight. And then we were held back by the sergeant.
This fellow is crazy. And so am I, and here we wander in illusions. Some blessed power save us from here.
Well met, Master Antipholus. I see through you have found the goldsmith now. Is that the chain you promised me today?
Satan, avoid, I charge thee, tempt me not.
Master, is this Satan's mistress?
She's La Diabla.
No, she is worse. She's La Diablo's mother. The devil can look like a loose woman. The Bible says that the devil can look like an angel of light, but fire gives light and fire burns. Therefore, lightless woman will burn. Keep away!
You and your men are marvelous marriage here. So you go with me? We can finish our lunch.
Master, if you do, bring a long spoon.
Why?
The proverb says, He who must dine with the devil must eat with a long spoon.
Why do you talk of eating? You are, as you all are, a sorceress. I charge thee, leave me and be gone.
Give me back the ring you took at lunch today, or trade me the chain you promised for it, and I'll be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
Be gone, witch. Come, Dromio, let us go.
no doubt that Antipholus is mad, or else he would never demean himself so. The ring of mine he has is worth 40 ducats, and for the same he promised me a chain. Another reason I gather he is mad is a mad tale he told today at lunch of his own doors being shut against his entrance. Maybe his wife, knowing of these fits, on purpose shut the doors against his way. My way now is to go to his house and tell his wife that being crazy, he rushed into my house and stole my ring away. This way is the best to choose, but 40 ducats is too much to lose.
Fear me not, man. I will not run away. My wife is in a wayward mood today, and will not lightly trust Romeo when he tells her I was arrested here. I tell you, it will sound weird to her ear. Here comes my man. I think he brings the money. How now, sir? Do you have what I sent you for?
Here you go. This should take care of all of them.
But where's the money?
Why, sir, I used the money for the rope.
500 ducats, villain? For a rope?
Buy 500 ropes for that much.
To what end did I send you home?
To get a rope's end, sir, and to that end, I am returned.
And to that end, sir, I welcome you!
Calm down!
Nay, it is not time for me to be patient!
Good now, hold your tongue.
Nay, rather persuade him to hold his hands.
You whoreson, senseless villain!
I wish I were senseless, then I would not feel your blows.
You respond to nothing but blows, just like an ass.
I am an ass indeed. Look at my long ears. Ever since birth, I have served him, and I have had nothing but beatings. When I am cold, he heats me with the beating. When I am warm, he cools me with the beating. Nay, I carry beatings on my shoulders like a woman carries her brat. Once I am injured enough, I'll beg door to door and show them my scars.
Enough, enough. My wife is coming yonder.
Mistress! Respect your end, or rather, the prophecy. Beware the rope's end.
Will you still talk?
How say you now, is not your husband mad?
This behavior confirms no less. Good Dr. Pinch, you are a conjurer. Bring him back to his true senses again, and I'll pay whatever you ask. Alas, how fiery and angry he looks.
Look how he trembles in his rage. Give me your hand and let me feel your pulse.
Here is my hand. Feel it in your ear!
I charge thee, Satan, housed within this man, to yield possession to my holy prayers, to thy state of darkness. Heed thee straight, I conjure thee by all the saints in heaven.
Peace, you senile old wizard, peace! I am not mad.
Oh, that you are naughty, you poor distressed soul.
Listen, you hussy! Is he a special friend of yours? Did this ugly man with his yellow face dine at my house while my own doors are shut against me?
Oh, husband, God does know that you ate at home. We wish you hadn't stayed until now, free from these slanders and this open shame.
Thou villain! What do you have to say about that?
I swear, you did not dine at home.
Were not my own doors locked up and I shut out?
By God, your doors were locked and you shut out.
And did she herself not curse at me there?
No lie, she herself did curse you there.
And did not her kitchen maids rail, taunt, and scorn me?
Certainly they did. They scorned you there.
And did I not in a rage depart from there?
You truly did. My bones bear witness. I have had many beatings from him there.
Did I try to soothe him by getting along with his lies?
It is no shame to try. Romeo here has found that yielding to his humors helped quell his frenzy.
You convinced the goldsmith to arrest me.
Alas, I sent you money to bail you out by Dromio here, who came in haste forward.
Gave me money? Maybe good wishes, but surely not a rag of money.
Didn't you go to her for a purse of ducats?
He came to me and I delivered it. And I'm witness with her that she did.
God and rope make her bear me witness that I was sent for nothing but a rope.
Mistress, both servant and master are possessed. I know it by their pale and deadly looks.
Say why you locked me out today, and why do you deny the bag of money?
I did not, gentle husband, lock you out.
I, sir, promise I did not.
You lying villain, both of those are lies.
You lying harlot, you are false and all, and are scheming with a damned pack to wreck my reputation and mock me. But with these hands, I will pluck out your false eyes that are to watch me shaved in this sport!
Oh, tie him, let him not come near me!
Help! More help! The fiend is shot within him!
I mean, poor man, how pale and weak he looks!
What? Will you all murder me? You, jailer, you. I am your prisoner. Will you let them break me out of jail?
Master, let him go.
He my prisoner. You should not help him.
What will you do, peevish officer?
Yeah, I've been going to take all his pay myself.
Go, find his man, for he is frightened too.
I'll pay it before we go from here. Now, take this to the man he owes, and knowing how much it is, I'll pay it. Good master doctor, see him safely home. Oh, most unhappy day.
Oh, most unhappy strumpet!
Master, I am here bound to you.
Shut up, villain! Why are you teasing me?
Act mad, good master. Cry out, there's the devil.
Poor souls, how strangely they do talk. Go, take him home. Sister, come you with me. Now, who wanted him arrested?
And do you know him?
I know him. How much does my husband owe?
200 ducats.
Do you know what for?
Putting your husband her make.
He did tuck up a chain for me, but never gave it to me.
Today, her husband, all in a rage, came to my house and stole my ring away, just after I did meet him with the chain.
And maybe so, but I never did see it. Come, jailer. Bring me to where the goldsmith is. I long to know the truth of all this.
God have mercy! They are loose again!
They have come with drawn swords! Let's call for help to have them bound again!
Anyway, that will kill us.
I see these witches are afraid of swords.
She, that would be your wife, just ran away from you.
Go, fetch our stuff from the centaur. I wish we were safe on the ship already.
Faith, let's stay the night. They will surely do us no harm. They're such a nice country that they even give us gold. That, except the mountain of mad flesh that wants to marry me. I could find in my heart to stay here and become a witch.
I would not stay here if you gave me the whole town. Therefore, go, get our stuff aboard.
I'm sorry, sir, that I have hindered you, but I swear he took the chain from me, though he lies and says he did not. How do people in the city view him? He's a very well-respected man, sir. He's well-beloved in the city. Before this, I would have trusted him with my own wealth. Speak softly, yonder. I think he walked his way. 'Tis so, and that same chain around his neck, which he swore most strongly not to have. Good sir, draw near. I'll speak to him. Signor Antipholus, I wonder much that you would put me through shame and trouble to deny this chain, which you now wear. Besides the charge, shame, imprisonment, you both have done wrong for this. My friend Melchior here would have hoisted sail and put to sea, but instead had to wait for us to fight. That chain you got from me, can you deny it?
I got it from you. I never did deny it.
Yes, you did deny it, sir, and swore it.
Who here heard me deny it or forswear it?
These ears of mine, you know, I did hear you fire on your wretch. It's a shame you live to walk where any honest men walk.
You are a villain to insult me thus. I'll prove my honor and my honesty against you now if you dare to stand.
I dare, and do declare you a villain.
Hold him and hurt him not, for God's sake, he's mad! You catch hold of him, take his sword away. Go, by Dromio too, take them to my house.
In, master, in! For God's sake, this is a priory. In, or we're done for!
Be quiet, people. Why do you mount my door?
To fetch my poor distracted husband back. Let us come in so we can tie him up and take him home to recover.
I knew he was crazy. I'm sorry I drew my sword at him. How long has he been this way?
This week has been heavy, sour, sad, and much different from the man he was. But until this afternoon, he did not become angry or break into violence.
Did he lose much money in a shipwreck? Did a good amigo die? Has not his eyes strayed and love lit up an unlawful amour? Which of these sorrows has happened to him?
Only the last. Some love drew him from home.
You should have scolded him for that sin.
Why, so I did.
But not enough.
As roughly as I could. As much as I could.
But only in private.
And in public, too.
Aye, but not roughly enough.
It was all we talked of. In bed, we talked about it. At dinner, we talked about it. When we were alone, we talked about it. When we had company, we talked about it. All the time, I told him how much it hurt me.
And that's why the man went mad. The venom of a jealous one poisons more deeply than the mad dog's tooth.
His sleep was interrupted by your rants, so now he's tired and confused. You season his food with your complaining. Unquiet meals make for ill digestion, and ill digestion makes for feeling hot. And what is a fit of madness? What is a fever but a fit of madness?
She never reprehended him but mildly, when he demeaned himself rough, rude, and wildly. Why bear this and not defend yourself?
She used my own arguments against me. Good people, go in and get my husband!
No, not a creature entered my house.
Then let your servants bring him out.
No, he came here for sanctuary to keep him from your hands, and I will keep him here until I bring him back to the use of his wits.
I will attend to my husband, be his nurse, care for his sickness, and will have no other nurse but myself.
Be patient,
For it is my office.
Be patient, for I will not let him leave till I have used the approved means I have, including wholesome syrups, drugs, and holy prayers. Healing is part of my religious training. Therefore, depart and leave him here with me.
I will not go and leave my husband here. And what holy person wants to separate the husband and the wife?
Be quiet and depart. You shall not have him.
Complained to the Duchess of this indignity.
Come, go. I will drop at the Duke's feet and never rise until my tears and prayers have won his grace to come in person hither and take my husband from the abbey by force.
By this I think the clock points a fine. In a bit I'm sure the Duke himself walks his way to the melancholy vale, the place of death and sorry execution, behind the ditches of the abbey here. Upon what cause? See a reverend Spaniard merchant put unluckily into this bay against the laws and statutes of this town, beheaded publicly for his offense.
See where that comes. We'll watch his death.
Kneel to the Duchess before she passes the abbey.
Yet once again proclaim it publicly. If any friend will pay the sum for him, he will not die. So much we pity him. Justice, most sacred Duchess, against the abbess. She is a virtuous and reverend lady. It cannot be that she has done you wrong. May it please your grace, Antipholus, my husband, whom I married and gave all I had, by your recommendation, this day has had an outrageous fit of madness take him. So he desperately hurried through the streets doing his pleasures to the citizens by rushing in their houses and stealing rings, jewels, anything his rage did like. Once we caught him, bound him, and sent him home, but he broke free from those who guarded him, and with his mad attendants and himself, each with madness and passion, with drawn swords, met us again, and madly bent on us, chased us away until he fled into this abbey. And here, the abbey shuts the gates on us, and will not allow us to fetch him out, nor send him that we may take him home. Therefore, most gracious Duchess, let him be brought out and taken home for help. Long ago, your husband served me in my wars, and when you married him, I gave you a prince's word, that to him I would always do the grace and good I could. Go, some of you, knock at the abbey gate, and bid the lady abbess to come to me. I will settle this before we go on.
Oh, mistress, mistress, run and save yourself. My master and his man are both broke loose, beaten the maid standing there, and bound the doctor, whose beard they have singed off with brands of fire. And as it burned, they threw on him great pails of slop water to put out the fire. My master tells patience, while Jeremiah with scissors hacks off his hair. And surely, without some quick help, between them they will kill the conjurer.
Peaceful. Your master and his man are here, and what you just told us is a lie.
Mistress, upon my life I tell you true. I have not breathed almost since I did see it. He cries for you and vows, if he can catch you, to scorch your face and make you ugly. Hurt! I hear him, mistress! Run!
Come, stand by me. Fear nothing. Guard your helper. Fear. It is my husband, and he could run around invisible. Even now he was housed up in the abbey here, and now he's here. I can't understand it.
Justice, most gracious Duchess, oh grant me justice, even for the service that long ago I did you, when it took deep scars to save your life. Now grant me justice.
Unless the fear of Wednesday makes me senile, I see my sons, Antipholus and Dromio.
Duchess, grant me justice against that woman there. She who you married me to long ago. She has abused and dishonored me beyond imagination. Is the wrong that she this day has shamelessly thrown on me.
Tell me now, and you shall find me just.
This day, great Duchess, she locked the door of my house while with harlots she feasted without me.
A grievous fault. Say, woman, did you do this? Myself, he and my sister today did die together.
and it is a false tale he is telling.
Never may I look on day, nor sleep at night, if she is lying to your highness.
Oh, lying woman! They're both liars. In this, the madman tells the truth.
My liege, I know what I am saying. I am not drunk, nor mad with anger, although these wrongs might make anyone mad. This woman locked me out this day from dinner. That goldsmith there, were he not in cahoots with her, could confirm it, for he was with me then. He parted from us to go fetch a chain and promised to bring it to the Porcupine, where Balthazar and I did dine together. Our dinner done and he not showing up, I went seek him. In the street I met him, and in his company was that gentleman there. There did this lying goldsmith swear to me that this day I got the chain from him, which God knows, and he knows, I did not. So he did arrest me with an officer. I did obey and sent Dromio home for certain ducats. He returned with none. Then I convinced the officer to go with me to my house to fetch the money. On the way we met my wife, her vile sister, and a rabble more. They brought one pinch, a hungry, lean-faced villain, a threadbare juggler, a fortune-teller, a needy, hollow-eyed, sharp-looking wretch, a living dead man, and a pernicious slave. In truth, he said he was a conjurer, and gazing in my eyes and feeling my pulse, cries out I was possessed. Then all together they fell upon us, bound us, and bore me away, and in a dark and dankish vault at home, left me and my man both bound together, till gnawing the ropes in my teeth, I gained my freedom and immediately ran you to your grace, whom I beseech to give me ample satisfactions for these deep shames and great indignities.
My lord, in truth, thus far I agree with him, that I dined not at home, but was left out.
But had he such a chain from you or not?
He did, my lord, and when he ran in here, these people did see it around his neck.
Also, I always sworn, his ears mine, did you did hear that you had the chain of him, after you first swore to not on the march. After that, I drew my sword on you. And then you ran into the abbey, this abbey here, which you escaped from by some miracle.
I never came within these abbey walls, nor did you ever draw your sword on me. I never saw the chain, so help me heaven. And this tale is false that you burdened me with.
Why, what an intricate case this is. I think you all have drunk from a witch's cup. If you put him here, then here he would have been. If he were mad, he would not talk so sanely. You say he dined at home. The goldsmith here denies that too. Thrall, what say you?
Madam, he dined with her there, at the Porcupine.
Yes, and from my finger snatched that ring.
'Tis true, my liege. This ring I got from her.
Why, this is strange. Go call the abbess hither. I think you all are crazy or stark mad.
Most mighty Duchess, if I may speak a word. Happily, I see an amigo who will pay the sum that will cover my bail and save my life.
Speak freely, Spaniard, whatever you like.
It's not your name, sir, called Antipholus? And is that not your bondsman, Dromio?
Wishing this hour I was his bondsman, sir. But I thanked him, gnawed off 2 of my bonds. I am Dromio, and his man, unbound.
I am sure you, both of you, recognize me?
You remind us of ourselves a moment ago, for lately we are bound just as you are now. You aren't Pinch's patient too, are you?
Why don't you recognize me? You know me well.
I never saw you in my life till now.
Oh, how time has changed me, and hours full of woe and time's aging hand have written strange creases on my face. But tell me yet, do you not know my voice?
No.
Dromio, don't you?
No, trust me, sir, I do not.
I am sure you do.
Hey, sir, I'm sure I do not. And whatever a man denies, you are still bound to believe him.
Know not my voice? Oh, time's extremity. Has woe so cracked and splintered my poor old tongue in 7 short years that my only son knows not even my sorrowful voice? Though this grain face of mine be hid by a beard of whitest snow, yet has my mind left some little memory. All these witnesses, I can't be wrong. Tell me you are mi hijo, Antipholus.
I never saw my father in my life.
But 7 years ago, en España, boys. You know we parted.
The Duke and all that know me in this city can witness with me that it is not so. I never saw Spain in my life. I tell you, Spaniard, 20 years I have been patron to Antipholus, during which time he never went to Spain. I see your age and fear of death make you imagine this.
Either my eyes deceive me, or I see two husbands.
One of these men is a copy to the other, and so of these, which is the actual man and which is the spirit? Who can tell?
Ay, senor, I am Dromio. Command him away.
Madam, I am Dromio. Please let me stay.
Egon, are you not, or else his ghost?
Oh, my old master, who has bound him here?
Whoever bound him, I will loosen his bond to gain a husband by his liberty. Oh, old Egon, if you are the man that once had a wife named Amelia that bore you the burden of two fair sons. Oh, if you are that same Egon, speak, and speak to that same Amelia.
Why, here begins this morning's story, right? These two Antipholus, these two so alike, and these two Romeos who have the same face. Besides her story of being shipwrecked too. These are the parents of these children who are accidentally met together.
If I dream not, you are Amelia. If you are she, tell me what happened to that son that floated with you on that fatal raft.
By men of Epidanium, he and I and the twin of Dromio were taken up. But by and by, rude fishermen of Corinth by force took my son and Dromio from me. And me they left with those of Epidanium. What then became of them I cannot tell, for I came to this fate you see me in now.
Antipholus, you came from Corinth first?
No, sir, not I. I came from Spain.
Say stand apart. I don't know which is which.
I came from Corinth, my most gracious lord.
And I with him.
Brought to this town by the most renowned warrior, Duke Menaphon, your most renowned uncle.
Which of you two did dine with me today?
I, gentle mistress.
And are you not my husband?
No! I say no to that.
And so do I. Though she did call me husband, and this fair gentlewoman here, her sister, did call me brother. What I told you then, I hope I shall have leave to make good now. This is not a dream I see.
That is a chain, sir, which you got from me.
I think it is, sir. I don't deny it.
And you, sir, for this chain arrested me.
I think I did, sir. I don't deny it.
Alas, I sent you money to be your bail by Dromio, but I think you brought it not.
This purse of ducats I received from you, and Dromio, my man, did bring them to me. I see we kept meeting each other's Dromios, and people thought I was you, and you were me, and that's how all these errors were made.
These ducats I give for my father's life here.
There is no need. Your father has his life.
Sir, I must have that diamond ring from you.
There, take it. And much thanks for your care of me.
Renowned Duchess, come with me to the Abbey. Proceed to the Abbey here so we can talk about today's errors. Till thy present hour, my heavy burden never delivered. My husband, the Duchess, my son, and twin Dromio, all born at the same time. Come with me for a feast and go with me. After so long grief, such nativity.
With all my heart, I'll join you at this feast.
Romeo, what stuff of mine have you put on ship?
Drupasole in the inn, senor, at the Centaur.
He speaks to me. I am your master. Come, go with us. We'll look to that later. Embrace your brother there. Rejoice with him.
Oh, there's a greasy lady at your master's house that mistook me for you today at dinner. She shall not be my sister, not my wife.
I think you are my mirror. and not my brother, for I see a sweet-faced youth. Will you go to the party with me?
No, senor. You first. You are my elder.
That is a question. How will we find that out?
We'll just trust later. For now, you go on first.
Nay, I tell you what. We came into the world like brother and brother, and now let's go hand and hand, not one before another.